friends with all of us, that's the person that should invite us.
I guess so. I'll do that.
No, that's true.
Anyway, hey, howdy, folks. I'm Mark. I'm the host of Quick Play. This is kind of a big discourse. I just sent out the call out to all my guests who want to show up and talk about Switch 2. It's also, we're all going to play Mario Kart together while we talk, which means this is going to be a great podcast.
It's going to be a great podcast, and I just realized that all of us are going to be looking down.
Yeah, we're all looking down at our screen.
It's an audio format. If people want to watch on YouTube.
Top of my hat.
Billy's flexing his guns, showing off his Switch 2.
Go. Yeah. Well, today I am joined by, you just last heard Billy Cox, who is flexing his arms. So you're watching on YouTube. So thanks for being here. Before that was Jake Martin.
Howdy.
The Bitbockist. And then also we have Landry Smith. Landry, thanks for being here too.
What's up, man? Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Stoked to play. I'm really excited to even the record. Right now it shows that you have beaten me 11 times and I've beaten you once. So.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Ooh, what's my record?
We already played together?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Billy, you got to get online first because I don't know where you're at.
Do I just go to online play one player?
I think you have to set up game chat.
I think I might use this to use
set up
the
game
kickstand
chat?
first time in my entire life.
Because I can't figure out how to start a room on Mario Kart. This is maybe a trend overall is that like they have game chat going. They've got this whole system down. Like 31-year-old Nintendo fan cannot figure out how to make this thing work.
Mark, you go to online. You're going to click one player, go down to friends,
and
create room.
Okay, you don't have to do game chat. We figured it out. Landry's right.
Oh.
Give me one moment.
I'm
get
too
there.
old to do QR codes.
That is also
a QR code.
I've had to scan so many QR codes with this whole logging in and stuff.
Yes.
Same. I was so frustrated the day I got my Switch because for whatever reason, I opened the Switch and like started the system startup with like 3% on my battery. So I was running around the house trying to find a charge cord for my phone.
Yeah.
And it's pretty old. So like it doesn't charge as fast as like when it's on the charger and I had it trying to like use my camera and stuff. It kept dying. So it just made the startup process even worse.
Well, ID code is if you're at the screen where you punch that in, we'll just go from there.
Are we going to race or knockout tour?
We'll just do some free roam first as we kind of get our bearings, and then we'll kind of go from there. I'm going to start it as race. If you go to online and then in friends, I think it's find room ID.
Where I'm in free roam and now
you can just all you have to do is click on Mark's name and then join, and you'll join.
That sounds a lot better.
There we go. That's
this
easier.
is not the most intuitive thing in the world.
I think it's more. I found that I think it's actually more intuitive than it has been in the past, but because I'm used to Nintendo being so obtuse, I'm making it harder than it is.
We've gotten to the point where you figured out how to navigate around Nintendo's cumbersomeness and chicanery.
Chicanery.
Okay, so I went to the friends, went to Mark. Click it. I love that your picture looks like Markiplier more than it looks like you.
Oh, yeah.
And then it says software is about to start. You're playing the software. Pick off where you left off. Start. But it just puts me back into Mario Kart.
Oh.
Landry, help me. What am I doing? Okay, here's where I'm
at. Press A.
This is a great podcast.
Go down to friends.
Oh, friends. I'm not used to having those. That makes sense.
This is also now a guides podcast.
I never played Super Mario Strikers with friends either, so I don't know what this is like.
Rude. There you are. Well, anyway, so now we're all bopping around. I don't know where anyone is here. So how about Jake, walk me through when you first got the Switch. What was your first impressions? What'd you do?
The Switch 1?
Switch 2. Important distinction. Thank you.
Well, it was 2017.
I was a wee lad.
Yeah, man. I mean, we were all up trying to get the Switch. But you're talking about when I picked it up physically?
Yeah, so you got the Switch at home.
Man, I'll tell you what. Walmart freaking came through. I had my perception of Walmart has changed substantially since getting the Switch 2. They went They went above and beyond to get the Switches out the door and at people's doorsteps like that day, launch day. So I got mine at like 6:27. I got the notification on my watch actually that the package had been delivered, and I was like in the middle of a run. And I saw it, and I was like, I called Hannah. I was like, "Babe, go check the front door, see if the Switch is out there on the front step." And sure enough, it was there. And she's like, "Oh my gosh!" So yeah,
and that can of Pringles is in there too, right?
Can of Pringles with Coke and a little bag. Really impressive. But yeah, I mean, I had to work that day. I didn't take off Thursday because I wasn't expecting to get it that early in the morning. So I was like, I'll just take off Friday instead. So yeah, I looked at the box and I was like, there it is. And then I went to work.
Nice. Very nice. Good stuff. Yeah, I was on a work trip, so I didn't get home till like 11 p.m., which is when I finally cracked it open, did the whole process. And then it didn't take too long for me to kind of get all of the transfer over and stuff and download Mario Kart. And I had a Grand Prix under my belt before the clock struck midnight, so that was all I was going for.
Nice.
Landry, how about you? What was your day one
I guess
like?
My Switch 2 story kind of started with y'all at the pre-order night, and I'd never done like a pre-order, tried to do a pre-order online, and that was exhilarating and stressful. And we all wound up getting one though. And that's like one of the things I think that despite all the online discourse about everything being like really chaotic, from what I remember from the PS5 launch, it just seemed a lot easier to obtain a Switch 2 on the pre-orders, and then also on day one, like in stores. Was it you, Jake, that sent a picture to our chat of like a million Switches at Target?
Yeah.
It wasn't day one, but it was like the weekend. It was like so it came out on a Thursday, and then I think I was there Saturday or Sunday, and they had 18 just sitting in the Target display, and I was like, oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but like my experience with the package has been awesome. I think it feels super premium to me. I still own my day one Switch, and the upgrade from that 8-year-old piece of hardware that's gone through 4 pairs of Joy-Con, and all my Joy-Cons like kind of wiggle now because the rails are a little like kind of busted. So it just feels cheap and kind of plasticky. The little kickstand is broken off and everything. And now holding the Switch 2 is like, it's great. Just an extreme upgrade, man. It feels so great. Premium. The screen looks amazing. And also just I have a PS5 and I have a really nice OLED TV. And for some reason, the PS5 does not speak to it very well. I can't run online on my TV because there's some like with that specific model, it just messes up. The Wi-Fi code doesn't work with that TV or something. I don't know. It's some kind of bug. They've never fixed it. And it's really annoying. But the Switch on that TV has just been such a gem because the Wi-Fi works. Everything's beautiful. And I don't know. I've really enjoyed every moment of it so far. Old games look better.
That's true. Yeah.
Even ones without updates play better.
That's nice. I was kind of worried about that. I haven't tried anything that's not like an official updated game, but I was hoping that would be a kind of a natural boost, and so I'm glad there is a little bit. What have you tried so far?
I have played a couple things. I played Crash Team Racing, which on the original Switch the load times are so slow. I would think it's impossible to play. Like I hate it. Just sitting there for literally a minute and a half, and it's still like 45 seconds, but it seems like the load times are cut down significantly. And then I was playing before I got my Switch 2. We love Katamari. We love Katamari Damacy. I can't remember what it's called.
REROLL. Katamari REROLL.
Yeah, I played the first one back on PS2. I played the whole series really, but I was playing the re-release on Switch. Load times again, really, really long, but not like unbearable. But on Switch 2, it just seems real zippy. So
nice.
Zippy.
No update on that one. Just seems like the load times are quicker. So
sweet.
It's nice.
I love that. Billy, how about you? You weren't in the first round of pre-orders, but you ended up getting one anyway.
Yeah, so I did not have a pre-order. Let's be honest here. I did not expect to get this. Everybody in my separate Discord channel from you guys I do not drive. So I'm sitting over there and I'm like, okay, if I don't get a ride to Walmart, I am going to be getting there at like like 3 o'clock p.m. Am I going to get this? And everybody's freaking out, and they're like, "No, you got to go at midnight just to sit out, do this, and get the Switch." I get there at like 4 o'clock. Walmart opens at 6. There's only one person in line before me. I'm talking to this kid. This kid is amazing. 22, just got back from Japan. He's telling me, yeah, he was just like, yeah, I just did a week and a half in Japan, and I saved money just so like I can get this after returning. And yeah, so I was able to like sit there, connect with this kid that's just living life right now. Man. And then he was just like, yeah, so I'm going to buy this, and then I'm going into work on a 12-hour shift in like an hour and a half. And I was just like, that sucks. But he was just like, yep, it's all worth it, though. Get in there. My Walmart did not have anything set up or ready to like sell, but they knew of the product the night before. So they were like, okay, we'll go look for it. Took them about 15 minutes to find it. Not a bad time. Again, it's just me and this one guy when I thought there's going to be a line since 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So they go get it, and then we're freaking out because there's no Mario Kart edition. I want the digital game because I don't want to spend 30 extra bucks. I was not planning to buy this.
Sure.
They find it, get it, and then they find the games, and the games in their boxes were not even like, oh, here's a box of like Street Fighter. Here's a box of whatever game. It was just 2 boxes of all the games like hogposh together. So they were like, just go through here and pick out whatever game you want to buy today. And I'm like, oh, okay. I ended up with Cyberpunk 2027.
Okay.
I bought the game on release forever ago when it was awful. I heard this is the best way to play handheld wise. So I'm like, okay, I'm a handheld gamer. Yeah. So this sounds like the best way for me. Since getting the Switch, I've got on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And let me tell you
what do you think about that?
Oh, man. This game, like, if you're not into the vibes and the scenery and the graphics, it's still not for you. But the frame rate has made this game so playable. Raids, awful. Dog water, horse crap. But now that the frame rates are fixed, I'm like, oh, this is how it's actually intended to be played, not just sit there for like 2.5 minutes between move selections.
Jeez.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, but it's great now. This is like
nice.
The Pokemon that I've always wanted.
That's incredible. Because I remember that being your game of the year when it came out, even like despite its nonsense.
Oh, and I can't wait. I think I'm going to restart it completely now.
Nice.
I'm going to create a second little account and just play it from the way it was intended to be played.
Very nice. We've chatted a little bit about the games that we kind of started playing. Jake, did you have any others that you jumped into besides Mario Kart?
So yeah, Mario Kart World Tour, not World Tour, Mario Kart World, and then I got Nintendo. What is it called? Welcome Tour?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Man, Nintendo should have just put this on the Switch. I know it's already been said before, but it's such a freaking Nintendo game that I'm like, it is literally just like a interactive Switch manual. That's all it is. It's just telling you about all the features of the Switch, and it's like, how y'all going to charge $10 for this?
Yeah, why would you hold that back from people? I feel like it's really cool. It would be cool as a pack-in. I think it's cool for $10 too, but.
My theory is it was going to be a pack-in, and they started doing more stuff, and then eventually a higher-up asked, like, hey, what's the profit margin on this? And they'd be like, profit margin?
It's supposed to be a pack-in, right? Like, no, we're making money on this. I mean, I'm so glad I have it. It is kind of cutesy, and I have learned a few things about the Switch that I didn't know. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I didn't know that was a feature or whatever. You know, they're definitely doing some marketing speak here and there with like how good they think their like noise canceling and stuff is. The green screen feature on their camera. I'm like, okay, this is
you invented Zoom. Good job.
This is the worst camera I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun with that. And then of course I downloaded the new updates for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And it honestly is weird. It feels like
I feel the exact same way.
Well,
it's
weird. I think it's beautiful. I think it's like, wow, this looks incredible, and it's so smooth. It's strange, but also what I was speaking more about was like the out of body experience that I'm having playing Breath of the Wild again at a Switch launch. And I'm like, are they trying to like sort of recapture the magic of like what we all experienced in 2017 with Breath of the Wild? We're like, oh, here's the 60 FPS patch and you should play this again. Like, it was just kind of strange. Like, I just popped in for a second, I tried out the new navigation app.
Yeah.
Hilarious. It actually gives you like spoken directions like a GPS. But they're still not that helpful. Like, I remember I was walking towards a shrine that I hadn't gotten yet in Tears of the Kingdom. And it's like, go southeast, go southeast, go southeast, go south, go south.
Yeah, that dude, it's so annoying. I'm like, if there isn't anything more annoying than the beeping noise that you could set your like shrine sensor to, it's that lady speaking to you every 5 seconds. Like, I'm like, why?
Way too much. And then it was a shrine that I couldn't even get into because it's the I don't know if you've gotten this one yet in Tears of the Kingdom, but it's the one where you have to dress like a Yiga clan member to get into the door.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't have the outfit, so I'm just like, what am I doing here? I spent like forever thinking like, no, I'm just gonna use the GPS and figure out how to get into this. And then I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. And I looked it up and like, oh, you need a costume. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
And that was my experience with with Tears of the Kingdom.
Nice. When you were, go ahead, Landry.
I'm loving the Zelda upgrades. Before we get out of here,
yeah.
And don't say my piece on this. Like, I think they're absolutely stunning to look at. They play amazing. I mean, I've spent over 500 hours in Breath of the Wild, and it's just like, for somebody who knows that game in and out, it's incredible to just go to a giant like encampment of bokoblins and then like mess around with whatever you want, like blow up like 3 TNT barrels or mess with a bunch of them all at once, and there's no lag whatsoever. Like, I haven't made that thing stutter once. And the app is kind of annoying, but if you just are using it to open up the map and look for Korok seeds or dungeons, and you don't click on the thing to like look at like and listen to the lady, it's actually like, it's beneficial, I think, for completionists. It is annoying to not just have that accessed on your map, but I think that if they did do that, it kind of takes away it makes it more of a Ubisoft game. So,
sure. Yeah.
They're kind of like, if you really want to play like with all the hand holding and or maybe this is your second time through, then you can use that app as like an additive experience. But I don't think they want to add that to the base game. So I kind of understand it.
Sure.
But anyway, I've really enjoyed it. I'm probably going to 100% Tears of the Kingdom now, and I may do another 900 Korok seed run on Breath of the Wild. Kind of wearing that right now. So.
Nice. Yeah, so far I've done... What was that? Sorry.
I said I'll talk to you guys in 1,000 hours and let you know what I did.
Yeah. Just slowly, I remember you were adamant that Tears of the Kingdom was a 7 out of 10, but slowly your scores crept up higher and higher. And eventually
it climbed all the way back up to an 8. And I think it's probably going to stay there. I still think that I guess my problem with it is that the depths
Tears of the Kingdom.
The depths are awful. Like,
that's true.
Not awful, but like they just don't add anything to the gameplay loop, and they do add dozens of hours to people like me who want to really explore everything in the game. And now I've unlocked all the light routes, and I can like 100% with confidence say that they don't add anything to the experience.
No, fair enough. Well, I've been digging into... I basically just did the Great Plateau again of Breath of the Wild. Oh, nice. And Jake, when you said that it was weird, my instinct was like, the 60 frames per second is just too smooth. Like, this is not what I'm used to. And like, I know it's better. It just wigs me out a little bit. Yeah. And like, I'm getting used to it. And there are moments where it's like, oh, this is like the light through the leaves here is like really beautiful. And the shadow is like way more detailed. Like, was it like this before? And maybe this is new. So there's moments that are like, oh, there's a newfound beauty to it all, which I'm appreciating, even if it is taking some getting used to. Yeah. Well, how about this? So I want to move on to what we all think of Mario Kart World. Do y'all want to hop into a Grand Prix? as we do this?
Yes, but I want to give a quick shout out to Animal Crossing.
Okay.
Everything that's going well for Pokemon and Zelda is just the same for Animal Crossing. I don't know if y'all jumped on it, but like load frames were dog water as well. But
that's better.
It's way better. It's way sped up.
That's good.
I have not noticed any like graphical or like frame rates. The loading for the game though, phenomenal.
The loading was atrocious because I was playing a lot of it actually more recently, and I was like, man, I forgot how slow this game is. It takes
well, even the online, like I got on to with my niece to be like, hey, come to my island, and it load up way quicker than what it used to.
Nice.
So that's great. Give a shout out to Animal Crossing.
Yay!
That's good. Good note. Alrighty. All right. Do you want to do a Grand Prix or knockout tour?
Grand Prix.
Sounds good.
I'm down for either, but will I be able to get an unlock for like potentially like securing like a first through third place finish?
Oh, like a knockout tour? If so, then
I haven't done it.
That's what I needed. That's what I need for my completion. Well, no, because this isn't like it's a birth race, right? So
yeah, I don't know if it would count the same way on knockout tour.
Yeah, might not.
It's just Fortnite and Mario Kart, man.
Let's do a Grand Prix, and we'll
have
maybe
some
we
fun.
can close it out with a knockout race.
Have you done all the Grand Prix yet?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, no spoilers, but that ending.
It's great. Man.
So good.
I mean, it's kind of a spoiler, but of course it's Rainbow Road. I think it might be like the best Mario Kart course ever made.
I'm kind of there with you, man. My initial experience, I played it one time and I was wowed by it. I thought it was amazing.
Yep, my initial response, amazing. I need to go back to it.
Yeah.
It gave me that Breath of the Wild feeling, where it's just like you're doing something the same but different.
I felt like I was at an amusement park and just taking in every single thing off the side of the tracks. It was amazing.
It was really cool to see.
Very celebratory.
How do you guys feel about the open world so far? I feel like, honestly, it's everything I expected.
Free roam, I'm like coming around on it and really enjoying it. I think the longer I go, the more I feel like I kind of wish this was just Mario Kart 9, where it's like the best of it is the new tracks, the new mechanics, and just like all I want to do is really just do the courses that are 3 laps in a row. The one thing that gives me hesitation is like free roam is a ton of fun, but I'm not really enjoying the in between interstate segments of races and knockout tour. There's not enough to do. And it's frustrating to like just see people way ahead. Like I'm just going in a straight line. But then once you get to an actual course, like there's so much depth to it. There's so much.
No, there's depth on those freeways, bro.
Like what?
You're sitting over here on the rail guards, the cars, the items itself, using very specifically, you got to strategically put yourself in a place that you want to be before you get to that course. If you're sitting over there and you're a confident snaker and you're a confident like wall grinder and everything like that.
Oh shoot.
You need to hold back, grab some items that's going to help you in the later run and hope you don't get booed.
Well,
man, I think that the wide open spaces kind of what you're saying, Billy, like I don't know. I feel like the game's really well balanced for both of them because in all these like wide open interstate spaces, I've just found like so many groupings of characters that I think it's really fun to just kind of like that's where the items come into a lot of play. And then the courses are like more racing focused. So I've kind of enjoyed the balance, but I also I definitely wish on Grand Prix, like single player mode, there was an option just to switch on 3 laps. And that's the one piece that is annoying to me that is missing. Because I think if you had the best, that would be the best of both worlds. Because the courses are so awesome. Like I really like them a lot. And I don't think there's enough room for them to shine in the current game, the way it's set up.
Yeah.
Like if I hadn't played online with you guys, I would never have known that there was a way to even get them on.
Yeah. I feel like I would sacrifice Knockout Tour for 4 to 8 more courses in a heartbeat. Like, I don't need that. I just want more.
I like Knockout Tour a lot, and I it is kind of like new courses. I mean, the way they're structured.
Man, I just feel like they're not good courses, though. I don't know.
Maybe this right there, it lets you get ahead of me.
I've only played 2 Knockout Tours.
So, get out of here.
I'm really.
Oh, you got a mushroom, Billy, you son of a gun.
That's strategy. You wait in second or third, get the items that you want, snake your way to victory.
Oh man,
strategeries.
Did you get first, Billy?
Yeah.
What? I'm way back in 11th. This is hard to podcast and play Mario Kart at the same time.
No,
Jake didn't speak the entire time. He was so locked in.
I was locked in.
Jake, what do you think? How are you feeling about it so far?
Well, in regards to free roam, I think it's funny to hear, or not, it's cool to hear you guys all come around on it, because even just now when we were on the podcast and I was just messing around, like, it's amazing how much detail is really has been put into each of these little individual worlds.
Totally agree.
It's really full of life.
And if you take your time to just like appreciate that, it's actually, I think free roam really is something special, where it's like, wow, like this is like Nintendo the world almost. Like this is like what Nintendo's little Mario World would look like. I don't know. Like I sent a picture of you guys to you guys in the group chat of, like, I found like a little toad house like on the side of a hill, and I was like, this is so serene. Like this is so cool. The lighting's beautiful. I like the element of being able to see your next course in the distance. Like,
that is cool.
The sense of scope is actually real, kind of like Breath of the Wild, where you can see something in the distance and like, oh, I'm headed towards that. That's cool. And I think it is kind of like a palate cleanser in a way, like the in-between for the Grand Prix stuff. It gives you like an open space to kind of experiment a little bit and try out some like more wall riding jumps, look for like hidden paths and secrets and stuff like that. And then the actual courses themselves still really shine the way that they're supposed to, and their complexity and like how sort of tight they're all designed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm picking a course right now.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, for free roam, for me, like, it is an opportunity to look at how these courses have been designed for the kind of free riding, like the grinding and the wall riding and stuff, just testing out all that stuff. But then also, to Jake's point, like how Mario this world is. Like there's just so many little details. It's so fun. And I've enjoyed that. Now, the gameplay mechanics of free roam, I don't know if they're as strong, but just being in this world is fun for me. And that's enough, to be honest.
It does feel like now they've added the mechanic of like, if you manage to land on top of another player, like it gives you a bounce. Like, of course, Mario needs to add in like jumping on people. Like, why? Yeah. How's that not here already? I do appreciate that.
Oh no. Dude,
there's a lot of small additions that I think have really also improved the experience. Like the auto drag behind for the items is a weird one to get used to when you're so used to doing that. I was throwing so many items away. Yes. Dang it. But yeah, now like it's like, oh, that's a common sense addition. Like just make it stay behind you if it's an item you want to hang on to. I think red shells track better in this game. Like in the old game, like they would run into like anything and they would just end, but they kind of skip around stuff to make sure they hit the person that's in front of you, which is cool. Yeah. They don't slow the person down as much. I've noticed, and it seems like mushrooms have a lot more juice in them.
Yes. And there's like every corner, it seems like you can cut with a mushroom.
I don't
shortcuts there are.
I don't love the feather. I don't really like the jump feather.
I hate it every time I get it. It makes no sense to me at all. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with you?
I'm going to send you all a clip right after this of
I get it's like a little
coming in first place, like last second, I jumped over a red shell. It was like the most victorious moment of my entire adult life.
Yeah, like it's awesome when you actually can hit it and like jump over the thing that's coming at you, but like you still have to time it really well.
Yeah.
You can maybe use your back camera to see and make sure you know like when it's coming, but
sure.
Like if I had the option to choose between a green shell, banana, or red shell, I would rather have those. So that's like
shortcuts too. It's good to jump onto walls and stuff like that. And like I just used it to cut a corner.
I was gonna say if you've been playing a lot and you start to know like what the shortcuts are, that's where I think the tail comes in. or the
Yeah.
feather, or whatever it's called.
Oh, you enjoy
Sarah and
that
I have-
blue shell.
Right.
And you know what? Here's a horn for you too.
Oh man, thanks. Dude. Well, fortunately, I was still in my still in my like hurt animation, so it didn't hit me.
Nice. Sarah, with the feather, Sarah and I had this happen multiple times where it's like we use it just to kind of offload it
Miss me.
to get another item, and
Yes, did I
end up
win? Did I be
leaping
Jake?
right over
I
items.
Jake right in the last minute.
You son of a gun! Was I in first place right there?
I jumped right over you. No, you were in third or second, but I probably beat you by like a millisecond.
How did you get
Good
into
job.
first? How'd you
Look
get?
at this.
Oh, Billy got first.
I
We're
got
in the top
got
four.
first. Blue shelled
guys.
me towards the end or something.
Uh,
like
get-
that.
Oh, God.
blue
wait,
shell
no.
hit Lynn, and then I red shelled him. Were you still in immunity when I red shelled you?
I don't even know. I don't even know what happened.
I'm trying to get better. at hitting
When
that.
you hit the horn on me, and yeah, I had invincibility frames currently going, but
Oh, for the horn, but I thought I threw a red shell at you too.
I did get wrecked by something. I didn't realize that was you.
Oh yeah.
One of the biggest
so-
things. Oh, go ahead, Billy.
Oh, the skill level in this game is significantly way better. So if you haven't played, snaking is only like 2 charges, and then does jumping and doing the poses, does that give you any extra boost with how many you do, or is it just set?
I haven't noticed. I don't think so.
I
would
haven't
love-
noticed.
I would love for jumping to be assigned to a different button than drifting. It's my one really annoying complaint now.
You can
That's good.
remap, I think.
What?
I think you can remap if you want
Well,
to, or you can do.
But
They're assigned to the same input.
yeah, it has to be the same button every time.
What are you talking about? Sorry, which button you want to remap?
Jumping and drifting, like they're the same button, and that irritates me because I'd love to be able to assign jumping to like one of the paddles or something, like Pro Controller, or
That's true.
even X or Y.
X.
One of the things about this game is it feels like there is so much like potential in this game too. Like it's already, like, I don't want to sound ungrateful that there's like not enough because there's a ton here, but it feels like there's just going around free roam with like there's so much stuff that's unused. And I'm kind of wondering of like, will there be alternative versions of tracks? Will there be like more tracks added, or even like could you design your own tracks of like trace the
path you want to go.
Yeah, and then just race it.
Yeah, it does seem like. Have you done a lot of knockout yet, Mark?
I've done, yes. Unfortunately, I've not had the greatest time with it.
I don't know if you can pick your own in knockout. I think you might be able to actually. And I was noticing that like even on the pre-selected knockout courses, you see a lot more of the maps that you were already doing in Grand Prix. I was like, oh, this is like where that part leads to. I see this now.
Okay.
And I think like there could be opportunity for that where, yeah, you pick your own courses and it takes you through certain areas that you wouldn't normally go.
There's even like, if you go up in the kind of the observatory in Dino Jungle of like, there's just a ton that's way high up that you can't even get to, or you don't see in Grand Prix at all.
Yeah. Just the amount of stuff that's just tucked into each of these maps is pretty bonkers. There's a lot to look at and like understand. You're like, what does that do if I go that way, or what's over there?
I think that's what makes it good. Like if you keep playing this game, the meta of the shortcuts is going to change as we go, I think.
Have you seen some of those compilations, Billy? Have you seen like the compilations of people doing like these insane lines?
Not on Mario Kart.
Oh, dude. It's bad.
I'm just driving along on the highway and I see these clips of people doing insane stuff and just like I am nowhere.
Well, that's all in the tutorial though. Like this game rewards you for going into free roam, doing those challenges and learning the courses itself.
Yeah, I think that is what the P-switches probably are intentionally designed to show people like, hey, in this race, you could do something like this if you wanted to. Like it is sort of like an introduction to what they want you to be doing in the maps.
Yeah, for the tracks itself. Yep.
Yeah.
I kind of want to move on to my next question here, but any final thoughts on Mario Kart before I ask?
I think this is the best it's ever been, and the soundtrack is
Oh my
amazing.
goodness.
The soundtrack's probably the best part of it.
Amazing.
Yes.
I agree, though. My initial impressions of this game are that it is the best Mario Kart, and it's not really particularly close for me.
I miss 200cc.
I do miss 200cc. I won't say that. I'm sure it's coming though.
I'm sure it will come. The crazy thing about Mario Kart 8 is it is such a fundamental game, but that's because it was out for 10 plus years and we got so many free updates over the course of its time and then paid updates that I can't wait to see if they continue that tradition to let this game like thrive like that one did.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. They have the foundation here, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's so much foundation on this.
And that's why I've been feeling like all the potential still left in it. Like there still feels like there's another half the game left.
I want you to know if you win this, it gave me the feather and nothing else. That's why I have the feather.
Well, I also cut that last corner, which felt pretty good. And then I messed up the turn. I don't know if you saw that.
I hate when I mess up a turn. Like, I don't know if it's like just me, but like the game, especially on the water sections, like I'm trying to drift and then my boat doesn't grab sometimes and I just go the opposite direction and I just slam into the wall and I'm like, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. Like I tried to drift and I jumped into it a little, like it went the wrong way for a second. So I lost a millisecond or two.
Dude, Billie is cooking us right now.
I beat y'all enough to where it didn't even matter. So I love it when.
What? I was right behind you, and I won first the rest of the time. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you do this.
Wait, Landry just got first place on that one?
Audio podcast.
Yeah. Okay, so my last like big question here, and this may be simply enough of like because we're all scrubs, but like, why did each of you get a Switch 2? Like, what are you hoping for with this? Why did you buy into this?
I have dedicated a large amount of my life to being a Nintendo fan, and I mean, I was going to get this from the very beginning. I mean, there's no question.
Yeah.
Since the Wii U, really, I've bought the consoles within the launch window. I've never bought a console in my life on day one until Switch 2. So,
yeah, same.
That was an interesting experience. But I mean, I'm at a phase in my life where I have expendable income, and it wasn't a challenge for me. In 2017, even though I was still like, how many years ago was that? 8 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, it was just I was in a different phase. I wasn't even married back then, just living the single life. I had different priorities, and console launch wasn't one of them. But yeah, dude, Nintendo rocks. They're the best game company now, in my opinion. So,
man, I believe it. Billie, what do you think? Oh, go ahead, Jake.
I'll say the question was, why did you get a Switch?
Yeah, I mean, the question is, why did you get a Switch 2? But also, the question behind the question is like, what are you hoping for out of the Switch 2?
Okay, I'll let Billie go first.
All right, so let me tell you right now, I've had an iPhone 6 for way too long. Last year, I finally got an iPhone 13.
Wow.
If you want me to describe Switch to Switch 2, it is what I went through when I went from iPhone 6 to iPhone 13. My life changed, not significantly, just to the point where I was just like, oh, this is the same thing that I like and enjoy, but way better. So that's the best way to describe the Switch 2 progression. I was not expecting to get the Switch, like I said originally. I didn't really have the money for it, but I'm a grown man with a credit card, so I don't care.
Let us know if you help, Billie.
Yeah. I also bought wrestling tickets the week before, and my wife was just like, what do you mean you're going to go to Atlanta for 2 WWE events and then buy Switch 2? And I was just like, listen, it's on a credit card. I'll work overtime. Exist. It's paid for in the future. It's fine. I have always got Nintendo consoles day one. I've been unprivileged, but very privileged with my mom always making sure that was a thing in my life. Mm-hmm. So once I got disposable income, I was able to do that. She did it even when I didn't have disposable income. I remember being how old for the Wii U? 18, I think. I should have had a job, should have paid for it myself. Mom was still nice, made sure I got it on the release date. Nintendo consoles is something I always get. So,
nice. Man, good
Love that.
story. Have you bought your mom a Switch too, as to bring it full circle?
No, my mom is now crazy. She was crazy back then too, but there's a respect for my mom for doing what she did with 6 siblings, or there's 6 of us total. So there's
Oh, wow.
small respect on
I
that,
didn't know that.
but also there's like not. So
I just jumped a red shell, by the way. Great feeling.
I don't know how to describe that. I gave her my 3DS forever ago, or not a 3DS.
Nice.
What was that?
I just got cooked.
DSi.
Once again,
yes.
the race?
DSi XL.
Nice. Very cool. Jake, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been a Nintendo guy forever too. It was the first system I owned was a 64. I bought my own cash. My allowance I'd saved up. Parents they weren't on board with video games at that time. All right, Billy. Yeah, we all
Billy
see
won.
you.
Good
First place.
job.
Whoa.
Wait,
No, Landry won.
They
Wow.
tied. They tied.
Billy and Landry tied, dude. You guys cannot read.
That's
Well,
nuts.
You guys cannot
I'm
read.
so sorry.
What does your screen say?
we tied, dude. Number
I
one.
don't know why
I
I'm
don't
not
know. What does your
at
screen
least
say?
second place. The fact that I'm not second place is kind of messed up.
Well,
back
you won't
to
get
seventh.
second because technically, if we tie for first,
Yeah,
there's,
you guys are both 1-1. Where's the 2 at?
Well,
you know?
it's between us for 1 and second.
I know.
place.
I understand.
Oh.
I think it's so messed up that I'm not second.
I have to explain that Pokemon League way too much. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I mean, I was always gonna get the Switch, and I think I got the Wii day one. I got the GameCube day one.
Wii day one was a big one.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
no, actually, not day one. I think it was like a few weeks after the Wii had launched. I remember I got Twilight Princess before I got the system, and I just looked at the box. But I've tried to get them all day one, and it's just kind of like a fun. Yeah, it's a fun. I don't even know how to describe it now. Routine, or it's like a habit now that like any Nintendo launch, I'm gonna try and get the system because that's part of the fun is just like experiencing the new Nintendo.
Yeah.
And the thing about this launch that I'll say is a little bit different is that with each Nintendo console, there was something pretty marginally like different from the previous, whether it was the new controller, better graphics, new control scheme. They were all like pretty drastically different. The Switch to the Switch 2 is really just an upgrade.
Sure.
That's what the GameCube was with the N64. I don't want to hear this slander.
That's a good point.
I agree and disagree in some ways because like at least with the N64 to the GameCube, it was a completely different controller.
Mm-hmm.
You were working on why am I in last place? What is happening? We're playing Knockout right now?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just sitting here talking.
Well, soliloquy that was beautiful about Nintendo, and then we just start without you.
I'll catch up with a million bullet bills.
Fair enough.
My place is a privileged position in this game.
I mean, they don't even know what to do with me. I'm so far back. They're like, holy.
What items?
What is this guy doing? Okay, I found the first person that's in 23rd. This is hilarious. What was I saying? Mm-hmm. The transition from 64 to GameCube I felt was you're right. It was more of just an HD update, but there was different controller at least. Yeah. And there was some new stuff they were trying to bring to it. But this to Switch 1 to Switch 2 to me really feels like it's just, it really is just an upgrade. It is a faster processor, better screen, bigger. I mean, the mouse controls are cool. So we'll see how that's kind of implemented on some Nintendo first party stuff. But by and large, like this wasn't as exciting of like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to try out X on this new Nintendo system.
Yeah.
It's literally just the Switch. So when I turned it on, I was like, yep, this is the Switch. This is what I remember the other one feeling like.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. But it's definitely like, I think a little bit different in that I wasn't really as...
You made it back, Jake.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in 5th place.
Wow.
Now.
Why are y'all taking all the coins from my golden shell?
You guys got
that is
so many coins.
It was right there for me.
I don't even know if that helps you anymore for speed.
It does, I think.
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
What?
My whole life has been a lie.
What?
Oh, sorry, first place.
Oh, that was computer player. We don't have to feel sad.
Yeah, I just had to swerve. I don't know if you're right about that. I think that it does help you.
You sure about that?
It's got to. I mean,
No.
it maxes out.
No, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about anything.
placebo is a dang
Obvious,
thing.
but I was trying to attack Landry the entire time. Anytime I see him, I throw something at him.
Why? I'm a nice
Because
man.
I feel like you're competition at this point, and I got to do it.
Well, I'll just tell you this: that Jake has notoriously beat me like every time we play Mario Kart, and Mark, I'm pretty sure Mark has beaten me like if we Mario Kart 8 and included like 40 times.
I haven't been to the dinosaur but one place. I did not know what to do in that area.
I think what I'm hoping for with Switch 2 is like there's just so many like open question blocks around what games we'll see. And I think because it does feel so much of like this is the iteration of the Switch. Like it's the next new nice shiny Switch and I love it and it looks great. I kind of like even back when it was first revealed was like I'm a little bummed there's not the surprise and delight. But I think maybe that leaves it open for the games to do that. And that's like really what I'm hoping for. I think especially of like the Switch library, we saw the best versions of a lot of these franchises. And so now like, where do you go forward from the best? And that's probably something hopefully new and exciting. Like Mario Kart World's a good example. So yeah, I'm just hopeful to see like what they'll make up for games coming out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, to answer the question within a question, which I don't feel like I did at all.
Oh, that's fine.
I am also excited for what you just said, but I mean, at the end of the day, we've got to expect a new Mario and a new Zelda at some point.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the only reason I play video games anymore is for those two franchises. So, I mean, if it weren't for that, I probably would have given up the hobby a long time ago.
Man, yeah, Breath of the Wild got me back into the hobby.
I just jumped on your head.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Of like, of course you can do that. Oops.
That's the first time I've seen that. That's great.
This is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, jump on someone's head.
Game's all new.
Jake, you are winning by so much. It's really quite annoying.
I don't even know what's happening. These courses are all different. I've never seen these courses before.
Yeah, don't say that.
Yeah. Just a little humble brag.
Well, truly, this is like the reverse Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I actually have never seen this either. It's pretty wild.
Man, I've seen these way too many times trying to get first place. And
I ran into his foot like an idiot. Oh my gosh. I'm in last place. Landry, you were saying I was way ahead. You're right there, you ding dong.
Well, you were way ahead, and I don't know what line you just took on that turn, but it looked like you went a football field in the wrong direction.
I
love that when you get hit, depending on how hard you get hit, if you like spin out completely or if you're just like phased to the side a little bit.
Yeah, I do appreciate like getting when you get like hit the side of cars, it doesn't like totally spin you out. That is nice. That feels a little merciful.
I was trying to snipe you, Landry. I feel like I'm getting good at sniping with green shells in this game.
That feels great.
I also agree that green shell sniping is like my favorite hobby in this game. I'm not great at it, but it is so fun.
Go ahead.
No, I just dodged a red shell with the stupid tail jump, and then freaking
blue shell, dude, ruining my day.
Here comes Billie.
Well, we can wind it down as we're doing this knockout tour. Any final thoughts before we hit the final bits here?
If I don't win this, I'm going to return everything.
Return it.
I take it up.
Oh my gosh, dude! You're all a bunch of jabronis. Billie, no, you curse you.
I got Charge and Chuck for the first time. Let's go.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. Well, guys, I know we're all playing Mario Kart, but anything else? Name one game. What else are you playing?
Man, I'm playing some Baldur's Gate with my buddy Eric.
Whoa!
And that has been weirdly fun. We're doing the co-op now that it's crossplay because he had it on PC originally, and so he and I have been able to play. I've been on PS5, and it's great. It's nice. Like it's still like not my kind of game because it is very like. Here's D&D the game, and I don't play a lot of D&D, but the fact that all of like the decision making is done for you, you're not.
There's going to be Billie behind me shooting red shells.
we're having fun. We're having fun with it, and there's a lot of stuff, a lot of decisions to be made. Like, should I kill this person? And those are decisions you make a lot more than you think you might need to.
As is life.
As is life. Should I kill this person?
Billy, how about you? What are you playing?
So I have yet to finish Like a Dragon Yakuza. But,
yes.
I am working on it. It false pretended that it was going to be done. That was rough, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm into the very serious parts. Ooh, too good.
No, we're gonna make it.
Okay, that was
all four of us in the last leg. This is amazing.
That was BS. I got hit by red shell. Giant.
Shoot.
Who's in this last part? Who is this?
I am here.
Oh, it's me, you, and Mark. Oh, this is sweaty.
Billy,
dude.
sorry.
This is sweaty.
This is so sweaty.
Landry, what are you playing? Get you distracted. What are you playing, Landry?
Excuse me. Super Monkey Ball Rumble.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. I enjoy it. But honestly, I'm just playing everything for 5 minutes at a time outside of Mario Kart.
Yes. That's my first time winning in a knockout.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Good job. I got third, which feels wrong, but
it's the best day of my life. Sorry.
Nice.
I was really distracted there.
Oh, fair enough. Well, guys, thank you all for joining me. This is fun. We're pretty excited about this. It's a good time. Where else are you out on the internet? Jake, you want to start us off?
Bitcast. Landry and I have not recorded an episode in like a while.
Yeah,
that's on me. Landry has sent over a topic discussion, and we were going to do like a switch to hopes leading up to the launch, and that's come and gone. So now we'll have to figure out what to talk about. But I'm sure
plenty to talk about.
I'm sure we'll find something. So yeah,
we should still record it.
Yeah.
Just go back in time.
You can still have hopes even after touching it.
So true. So true.
It's true. It's true. We just talked about that. Landry, how about you? Where else are you out?
Yeah, Bitcast, and got a new podcast out about movies called Blast to the Past. You can find it on all podcast streaming services, at least all the ones I know of. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun with that one. Just basically looking at like the movies that made millennials, like the movies that are kind of inspired pop culture currently. We did Karate Kid for the first episode, doing Jurassic Park. That one launches on Wednesday.
Nice. Is some Space Jam on the menu?
Space Jam is not in season 1. That's a great call, though. Maybe. Hopefully for season 2, we'll be doing a lot of like listener recommended episodes. So Space Jam, definitely put that one on the docket.
On the docket. Nice. All right, Billy, how about you? Where else are you out on the internet?
Main Discord is Discordia. Mark can send the link. Second one is with my Pokemon League is Druid's Lair Cards and Gaming. I'll send the link. And then I am starting Twitch again by playing Pokemon TCG online. And it's Digimon TCG. So I'm just drinking some Four Locos and playing some card games.
It's a great time. Nothing could go wrong. Well, thank you all for listening in. You can follow us on the major podcasting services or on YouTube, and you can press all the good buttons there if you like this. You can also find us on the proper socials at Quick Play Pod and let us know what's been your first impression of the Switch 2. That is all the time we have for today. Thanks. Bye.
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 You want to go another round?
Yes.
Heck yeah, dude.
Let's do it.